overall throughout the game, I feel like we did a good job sharing the ball. You know, we made a bunch of catch-and-shoot threes. We were making a lot of power plays. You know, Coach always emphasized making power plays, making two defenders guard one so we can get open shots, easier shots. And I feel like another department where we're also getting better is turning the ball over. You know, I feel like the number went down today. I haven't checked fully, but I feel like it has.
It went up by 7.
Went up 7.
Still.
But we are making growth in that department. Some of the turnovers are chippy, but we're getting better at that as well.
You have to ask if they have any questions.
Any questions?
Where do you mention the chippiness? So what caused that, especially in the second half? It felt like it was pretty chippy out there.
I feel like that's just who they were. You know, they were an aggressive team. You know, they kind of hack at the ball and rake at arms and stuff like that. Coach told us that coming in. He told us don't look at the ref. If you get smacked across the face, smacked across the body, just keep playing and protect the ball and be strong.
Mark, this was coming into the year, rebounding was a big talking point because you guys were an undersized team. Nicholls was an undersized team too, but just how impressed were you with that effort on the glass tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we had 11 offensive rebounds in the first half, and it probably saved us. We weren't playing great. I think we were 5 for 22 from the 3 in the first half. We weren't shooting great. We had 9 turnovers in the first half. So the stat that was glaring, that was kind of positive, and we had let them shoot, over 50% from the 3-point line. So you think you put all those stats together, and we're still right in the game because we had 11 offensive rebounds. So I was super proud for the guys. Proud of the guys' effort there, and that's something that's really important. We got to take advantage of that where we can.
Rudy, you mentioned the turnovers a little earlier. Throughout this season, you've had games where your turnovers have been relatively high, probably more than we would feel comfortable with. What do you think has contributed to that, and how have you sort of tried to react to that and make it better?
I would say, just being in a new system and a new environment has contributed to that. I'm not pointing any fingers. The turnovers are obviously they're mine, and I take full responsibility for those. And I feel like I'm just gonna study the game more, watch more film, pay more attention to the scout so I can limit my turnovers, understand the defense I'm going against, and just make sure they're limited.
Mark, you scored 80-plus points despite shooting just 24% from 3. What do you chalk that up to?
Well, we got to we shot 27 free throws, which was good for us. That's the most we've shot, I believe. And I thought we gained a ton of extra possessions on the offensive glass. We had 19 offensive rebounds and 25 points out of that, which was super important. And you know what? Listen, I mean, we made 8 threes, and so it took us 33 shots to get them, but we made 8, and so all those things contributed a little bit to it. There was some pace to the game. There was some pace to the game in the sense that either it was a quick foul game or there were some spurts that there was transition. I actually loved our shots tonight. I thought the guys did an unbelievable job earning shots for each other. There was actually a stretch where we were so focused on earning a shot for a teammate, we turned down some open shots, and we don't do that. It's too hard to earn them, but mostly I would attribute to the offensive glass and the pace of the game were the two things that allowed this game to be a high-scoring game.
I was going to ask you about the pace. They were rated as one of the highest pace teams in the country. They play as fast as you expected.
Yeah, they're really interesting. Part of that is not really fair because at Arizona, Arizona's playing at 9 gazillion miles an hour, and so they force you to have a lot of possessions. Wyoming was a little bit slower, but part of why Nicholls is so good is they're kind of like, we're getting a steal or a foul, and we're going to do it quick. And that's why it's the style of play that they're devoted to, and they've been incredibly successful. They won back-to-back league championships. That's hard to do, and so I think all of that contributed to it.
How critical is Gideon on the offensive end for the success of this team moving forward?
Yeah, he's super important. He's really important. You look at Gideon. I mean, he led us in rebounding. He only had 1 turnover, which is huge. Made a couple threes, and when he's right, it just makes a huge difference for us. It makes a big difference, especially when he's protecting the ball and making plays for other guys. And obviously his impact on the offensive glass and the glass overall was super significant tonight. I thought his defense got better as the game went on. He has a chance to be an elite level defender, and we're trying to figure out how to use him a little bit better and trying to figure out scheme-wise to do it. But he got better as the game went on defensively.
Tiki had another impressive night tonight. It seems like he's becoming more comfortable with the offense. Just talk about what you've seen from him so far.
Man, how patient was he in a mess, right? I mean, this whole game was a mess. It's actually a really hard game for bigs. And you would think it would be a great game for Fusanatiki because Nicholls is actually, they didn't even have their starting center with them. And so they're small anyway, so they were really small. But the deal is you get catches down there, and then you're just swarmed, right, from all sides. And I thought Atiki's patience in the after the catch was incredible. Like his patience and poise and his ability to protect the ball after the catch, I thought was spectacular. I was so impressed with him tonight. I thought he had a big-time game.
Rudy, it seems like you're one of the more vocal guys on the team. Before your final stretch in the fourth quarter, you were up on the bench cheering the guys on. You seem to kind of challenge guys when it seems like they need to be challenged. How have you sort of tried to figure out your leadership role so far this season and how you kind of go about it?
The way I've kind of went about it is, just having the mentality of wanting to help my guys get better. We're kind of a young team. A lot of our young players play a lot of minutes. So I feel like I took the duty of just teaching them, stuff they've never known before, how the college game works and stuff and how long and how up and down the games can be. So that's kind of what I take on, my responsibility every day when I come to practice. I'm growing in that department as well because it's probably the first time I've been asked to do so. But I'm taking the challenge on.
As a follow-up to that, I think you and Jackson are roommates this year.
Yes.
He's obviously another transfer with other experience in other programs. How have you sort of tried to, as you just said, you're learning this kind of team and you're being a leader. How has he sort of also tried to kind of be, how have you guys tried to maybe be like a little 1-2 leadership-wise for the youth on this team and for the rest of the guys?
Well, I would say a guy like Jackson, I feel like he kind of does it more with his actions. He's always getting up shots. He's one of the guys that stays after practice. Most of us do, but Jackson is a routinely guy to do it, and he's always taking care of his body, just doing the extra stuff. So I feel like when the younger guys come in the locker room or they come in the gym or the weight room and they see that Jack's getting his work done, that's just kind of, he's not really a big voice guy like I am, but he's more with his actions and he's doing a good job with that.
Rudy, I wanted to ask you about Dallin Hall. You and him essentially replace each other in the lineup. Where have you seen him? I know it's 4 games in. Where have you seen him improve the most so far this year?
I would probably just say, making the right play with the ball in his hands. Dallin was already a smart player coming in and all that, but each game he kind of just grows and gets better in that department. He doesn't really turn the ball over that much, and he's usually making the right play and playing off 2 feet, and he's playing strong and tough.
2 more questions.
Mark, what's the schedule between now and Wednesday, Bahamas? What's that looking like
Yeah,
for you guys?
we fly out tomorrow morning, and we'll get there tomorrow evening, and we'll kind of do what we have to do Sunday, and then Monday we have the schedule's pretty tight. We have film sessions and practice and everything, trying to prep for USC study hall. Kind of the day is pretty full. And then Tuesday night we'll run it back. We have a dinner that night, like a gala, and then it's game time. So game Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And these things are really fun because it really is, we're looking at the schedule. We don't exactly know when we'll play on Thursday, but it doesn't matter because it's going to be a 16-hour prep and then a game, and then we're going to have 16 more hours to prep for the next game. So it's going to be a fun, hoops-filled Thanksgiving. We're super grateful for that opportunity.
Last question.
Rudy, is next week's event, those kind of games against top-level teams, part of the reason why you came?
Yeah, because it kind of gives you an opportunity to, I would just say, uplift yourself and, get seen by the right people. So when they were recruiting me, I kind of knew what I was getting myself into and coming here and knew the schedule and stuff like that. So that also intrigued me because, I want to play against the best guys and, be in the right place where all the better players are. So, yeah.
Thank you guys for being here. Have a great night. It's a long day.